Hello, financial fans. Had a good day in the market today. The stocks, my portfolio, they closed just 10 minutes ago or so. And for the day, I am up 3.54, no, 3 point, yeah, 3.54%. I am up for the day. The S&P 500, what is it doing? Let me see if I can make this page move. The S&P 500 closed the day up 2.58, so they're about a point behind me. And Dow Jones Industrials, the diamonds, they closed up 2.64%. They had a nice day. And NASDAQ was up 2.36%. So I did beat all three indexes by being up 3.5% and more for the day. Now for the year, thus far for the year, I am down 19.14%. The SPY, Spiders, the exchange traded fund is called SPY, but the S&P 500 is down 22.7% for the year to date. And the IOO, that's the exchange traded fund that represents NASDAQ's top 100 stocks, that's down 22.46%. And the only index that is beating my portfolio's performance as of right now is the diamonds, the Dow 30 stocks. They are down 18.39%, but maybe I'm gaining on them since I'm 19.14% down. And I sold a stock. I sold Merck. Merck's a stock I've held for more than a year, so I'll get long-term capital gains on it. And the amount that I sold it for was, I sold it for $87.78.5 per share. Did not have very many shares, but I did make a sale since it was a big up day, sell high. And I, in addition to the profit that I made, about $10 per share on the sale of the shares of Merck, Merck also has a nice dividend, and so I was getting paid to hold it while I was waiting for it to go up. Now, TD Ameritrade, that's my broker, and one of the things they have here, my top 8 holdings, I have about 70 stocks, but the top 8 holdings and the biggest 8 movers. And so for the top 8 holdings, these are the stocks which are highest percentage rated in my portfolio as far as how much value each one has. BTI was up 3.07% today, and that's 6% of my portfolio. ZIM, which I've been buying recently, is 5% of my portfolio, and I have it was up 3.19% today. NIO, NIO, was a down stock today. It's 5% of my portfolio, and it went down 1.58%. XOM, ExxonMobil, which is 5% of my portfolio, was up 5.15%. That's a big upward move for XOM. C, which is Citigroup, was up 2.35% today, and that's 4% of my portfolio. RTX, which is Raytheon, was up 1.5% today, and that's 4% of my portfolio. VZ, Verizon, which is 4% of my portfolio, was up 1.13% today, and NVS was up 0.86%. 0.86%, almost 1%, and that is 4% of my portfolio. Now let's look at the biggest 8 movers. This could be up or down, but the stocks that moved the most of the stocks in my portfolio. CIG, I was tempted to sell it, but the dividend keeps me on board. 4% of my portfolio, CIG, it was up 15.8%. 15.8%. PBR has been performing quite well recently. It's 4% of my portfolio. It was up 12.39% today. ITUB was up 10.83% today. That's less than 1% of my portfolio. SID, less than 1% of my portfolio. SID was up 9.24%. UFO, that's an exchange traded fund, UFO, which is in space technology. UFO was up 3.75%, which is under 8% or under 1% of my portfolio. And 2% of my portfolio is in X. I think that's US Steel, if I'm not mistaken. And it was up 7.06% today. And BIG, Big Lots, was up 6.91% today, and that's under 1% of my portfolio. Vale or Valet was up 7% today, and that's 4% of my portfolio. So I've had a good day, and I am going to be sitting on most of the stocks from now till probably 2024. Most of them. There will be some that I will sell on up days, and some that I will think about adding to my position if the price goes down low enough. The thing that I've learned over the 50 years or so that I've been trading, that buy low, sell high, the way you make the money, you don't try to time the market. Don't try to get in just when you think it's going to go up, or get out if you think it's going to go down. Stay in. And when a stock, an individual stock, we're not talking about the market. You have your market, your portfolio, whatever that is. That's different from S&P 500, and unless you're investing in the S&P 500. But the surprises that could happen if you're in when the previous day was a real downer, and you think, oh, this is going to be terrible. But if you hang in there, you might get a day like today, up 3.53% now for the day. Don't run for the exits when everybody runs for the exits. And with that, I will say I thank you very much for watching.